Welcome to the video. So this past Monday, it was 95 degrees in New York, in Manhattan, and it was about 60 or 70% humidity. The sun was shining. It was insanely hot. So we're going to talk about some of the things that I did in order to dress like this. I'm wearing a pair of pants and a sport coat to stay cool. Well, I wouldn't call it stay cool, but to not actually die of heat exhaustion. Let's get right into it. Okay. So showing you guys the whole outfit. This is a long sleeve dress shirt. This is a sport coat, belt, khaki pants, and if you can see, I'm wearing some dress shoes with a leather sole, and I got some dress socks that come up to right here right now. This is not going to be as breezy as wearing short sleeves and shorts. However, it's better than you think. Let's take it from the bottom to the top. So starting from the bottom, we have a pair of Allen Edmonds Strand. These are leather dress shoes. I do have a leather sole. I've heard leather soles help with breathability. Definitely think that it helps. Is it essential? No, it's totally not essential, but definitely does help a little bit. I don't wear jeans in the summer at all. I either wear shorts or cotton chinos. These are Banana Republic cotton chinos. They've got some stretch in them. Cotton chinos like this are a lot more breathable than a pair of jeans, even super lightweight jeans. I don't wear jeans. I put my jeans away in the summer, but these, they're nice. Like I said, Banana Republic. Great chinos, look nice and dressy. I think they've got some water resistance in there too. But overall, really nice, really breathable. My legs were nice and cool. All right, moving on to the shirt. This is just a J. Crew dress shirt. It's not a linen shirt. I was gonna wear a linen shirt, however, I wanted to wear the dress shirt. Again, lightweight cotton dress shirt or just a regular cotton dress shirt. Pretty breathable, not as constricting as like an Oxford shirt, let's say, but definitely doable. Now the final piece we're going to talk about, this is probably the one that caught your eye at first, would be this sport jacket. Now this sport coat is actually a linen blend, so you could actually see, you can see through it a little bit. Very breathable. The sleeves are not as breathable, but they are definitely a lot better than this sport coat, which is just regular cotton. I thought this was going to be okay. I used to wear this in the summertime, but this is just way too hot. This is not breathable at all. And if you go with a wool silk linen blend as opposed to just pure linen, you're not going to get something like this that just wrinkles if you look at it the wrong way. Linen is going to be a little bit more comfortable, like my summer shirt video, how to stay cool in the summer. Pure linen is okay, but it is going to wrinkle a lot more. The wool silk linen blend, I really wasn't 100% sure of it, but I can tell you after wearing it, it was totally acceptable. I always thought that if I needed to, I would just take this jacket off. I didn't feel the need to do it. I probably could have done it and been a little bit more comfortable, but it really was not that bad. And it was actually pretty comfortable. One thing that people tend to forget is when you're walking in the sunshine, if you can cover up your body, if you can cover your arms and your legs, you're actually going to be cooler than if you were just sitting there or standing there and the sun was beating down on you. This is the same reason why when I go to the beach, I always make sure I bring a long sleeve shirt and a fisherman hat. Looks pretty crazy. It's got this big wide rim, but it covers my neck, my ears, my whole big nose, my face, it covers everything. And that really does keep you a lot cooler than you think, as opposed to wearing t-shirt and shorts where you're gonna just get a really bad sunburn or a suntan. Now, of course, if you're in the shade or if it's a hot night, this doesn't matter. At that point, these would just make you sweat a lot more. But it is worth noting if you are commuting to work, if you're out walking for lunch, covering up definitely helps more than you think. It's hot. So let's talk about my overall experience walking through the city. Woke up, obviously, walked to the train tracks, which is about 20 minutes from my apartment here in Queens. I was definitely sweating by the time I got there, but I knew I was going to sweat. Got on the subway. Subway is totally air conditioned. Walking through the subway station, that is the hottest part of New York City. In the summertime, it's like, it gets 10 degrees hotter down there. It's super hot. Still very hot. Was not comfortable at all. By the way, this is not going to be super comfortable, but it's not going to be that uncomfortable. Walked to the office, sat there. Office is air conditioned. Don't really have to worry about that. You can wear a sweater in these air conditioned places anyway. End of the day, about 6:15, left the office. Walked, sun was still shining, it was still pretty hot. Of course, you go downstairs into the subway station, temperature spikes up like crazy, that's where it's super hot. Get on your air-conditioned subway, you're good, and then walked home. By this time, it was about 7 o'clock. It was a little bit cooler, but still really hot. One thing that I did notice to do, I do it on this side of my shirt just because it's easier to slip my watch in, is if you leave the buttons on your cuffs unbuttoned, of course make sure that they don't get bunched up and they end up over here. It actually allows for a little bit more airflow to get in here and cool your arms a bit. That's something that actually took me by surprise, and I thought that was pretty cool. So then by the time I got home to my apartment, it was still really hot, humid, muggy out, but overall, totally doable. Now, a couple of precautions. You definitely want to make sure you stay out of the sun. And if you are going to be in the sun, you want to make sure you put some sort of SPF, whether it's something like a moisturizer with SPF 15 or just put sunscreen on. You are going to want to make sure that you're drinking plenty of water. It's really easy to get dehydrated on a hot day like that was, 95 degrees and 60-70% humidity. Definitely make sure you're drinking a lot of water, and also just take it slow. No need to run up the stairs, no need to walk really fast, and just be mindful and be aware of how you're moving through the heat like that. Especially if you're dressed like this. Make no mistake, you're going to sweat. My face was full of sweat, my hands were full of sweat. You got to be okay with sweating. Totally, don't worry about if your hair goes crazy. You got to be okay with sweating. Be careful. Remember to wear sunscreen if you're going to be in the sun. Walk on the other side of the street. Usually the sun comes down and one side of the street is sunny, one side of the street is shady. I always try to walk on the shady side of the street if you can. But if it's a street where you can't do that, obviously, then you got to rely on sunscreen and just not being out in the sun for too long. And then again, don't be scared of sweating, and you got to drink enough water. So would I do this again? Yes, of course I would. I think if I could do it on a 95-degree day, I could do it on an 85-degree day, of course. Anything that I would do differently, I'm pretty satisfied with this setup. I would want to try next time just wearing a linen shirt underneath it, because I've said it in a video, I think quite a long time ago. Linen tends to wrinkle around here and around here, but it doesn't really wrinkle right here. So if you put the sport jacket on with a linen shirt, it'll still look sort of professional. You won't get that stiff collar like I have, and it won't stand up perfectly like this. But I am interested to see that, especially when you're wearing 2 or really 3 layers. I have an undershirt on, a lightweight cotton undershirt that I always wear. Especially when you're wearing 3 layers over your torso like this, I'd be interested to see how it actually feels wearing a linen long sleeve dress shirt versus an actual cotton dress shirt. So that's something I might do next time. One thing I just want to mention, this jacket is from Suit Supply. It is a pretty expensive jacket. I think I paid over $500 for it. However, I am not the type to buy multiple cheap things. I'd rather save all my money and just buy one really good thing. And now I don't have to worry about having 3, 4, 5 jackets or burning through a jacket a year because it's super cheap. That's more what I do. You can do if you want to go thrifting, if you want to find something that's like $150, but just know it's not going to fit you perfectly, and it may not be as breathable, or it's not going to drape as nice. It's not going to be, there's going to be some compromises, but that's just more on a personal level. If you're looking to get a linen sport coat, just realize what sacrifices do you want to make. If you want to make a monetary sacrifice, spend more money to get something really nice, or spend less money but maybe your lapels are thin, it's not as breathable, it wrinkles a bit much, or it doesn't fit perfectly. So gentlemen, thanks so much for stopping by. As always, appreciate it. Hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you learned something. See you in the next one. Stay safe out there, stay hydrated, don't be scared to sweat, be cool, no one needs to get heat exhaustion. As always, thanks so much for watching. See you soon. Bye.